For centuries, Atlantis has remained one of history's greatest enigmas. Plato described it as a mighty civilization that vanished overnight. But Atlantis isn't the only lost city. Around the world, ancient ruins challenge our understanding of history. United by one common trait, all have been forgotten by time. From underground metropolises to megalithic structures of incredible size, these sites raise questions about the civilizations that built them and why they disappeared. In this exploration, we'll examine lost cities, both legendary and recently rediscovered. The primary source for Atlantis comes from ancient Greek philosopher Plato, who described it in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias around 360 BCE. According to his account, Atlantis was a vast island empire that existed thousands of years before ancient Greece, located beyond the Pillars of Hercules' modern Gibraltar Strait. This island civilization possessed advanced technologies in engineering, agriculture, and warfare. They had a powerful navy with influence across Europe and North Africa. The capital featured concentric rings of land and water, creating a natural defense system. At the center stood a magnificent temple to Poseidon with a golden statue of the sea god. The city's walls were built from white, red, and black stone, reinforced with copper, tin, and orichalcum, a rare and valuable metal. Wide canals connected different parts of the city, facilitating transportation and trade. According to Plato, for generations Atlantis prospered under just laws. But over time, its people became greedy and ambitious, launching wars of conquest. Their failed attempt to conquer Athens marked the beginning of the end. The gods, angered by their hubris, sent devastating earthquakes and floods, and in a single day and night, Atlantis sank beneath the sea. Plato claimed Atlantis disappeared 9,000 years before Solon's time, placing its destruction around 11,600 years ago, coinciding with the end of the last ice age and significant climate changes. This period aligns with the Younger Dryas, a sudden climate change that began around 12,800 years ago and lasted over a millennium. Global temperatures plummeted, ice sheets expanded, and the planet entered a prolonged cold period. Some scientists propose this was caused by a comet or its fragments striking Earth, triggering massive wildfires and atmospheric disturbances that blocked sunlight and intensified the cooling. Around 11,600 years ago, the climate changed again in what's known as meltwater pulse 1b, the end of the Ice Age. Ice sheets rapidly melted, sea levels rose, coastal areas flooded, and settlements near shorelines were lost beneath rising waters. Many ancient cultures from around the world possess flood myths describing great deluges that destroyed entire civilizations. The most famous is Noah's flood in the Bible. The Epic of Gilgamesh from Mesopotamia also tells of a great flood that wiped out an advanced civilization. Hindu traditions describe pralaya, a cyclical event where the world is periodically destroyed and recreated by water. Though these stories originate from different cultures, they share striking similarities. Some researchers suggest they may describe the same historical event from different perspectives. Submerged ruins have been found in various parts of the world, raising questions about whether some ancient settlements were lost to rising seas. While some underwater structures appear natural, others show signs of having once been inhabited. One example is Bimini Road, a structure discovered off the Bahamas coast in 1968. This underwater feature consists of large, flat stone blocks ranged in a linear pattern. Some believe these are remnants of an ancient structure like a road or wall. However, geological studies indicate it's most likely a natural limestone formation shaped by ocean currents and erosion. Analysis of the stones shows they formed in shallow coastal waters and broke into rectangular shapes over time. A more compelling case is ancient Dwarka off the coast of modern India. According to Hindu texts, Dwarka was Lord Krishna's capital, known for its magnificent architecture and strong fortifications. The texts say the city eventually sank due to rising waters. For centuries it was considered purely mythical. However, in 2001 marine archaeologists discovered underwater ruins near present-day Dwarka. These structures included walls, pillars, and foundations that matched ancient descriptions. Some of these ruins are dated to over 9,000 years old. In southeastern Turkey lies one of modern archaeology's most important sites, Göbekli Tepe, first identified in the 1960s and systematically excavated since 1994. What researchers uncovered rewrote our understanding of early human culture. Göbekli Tepe consists of massive limestone pillars up to 5 meters tall and weighing over 20 tons. These pillars are ranged in circular structures with the tallest monoliths at the center. The stones feature intricate carvings of lions, wild boars, serpents, and vultures, along with abstract symbols of unknown meaning. Radiocarbon dating places Göbekli Tepe's earliest construction phases around 9600 BCE, making it over 12,000 years old, more than 6,000 years older than Stonehenge and several millennia before Mesopotamia's first cities. The fact that Göbekli Tepe was built during the Neolithic period, when agriculture wasn't yet widespread, raises important questions. Traditional archaeological theories suggest that complex social structures and large-scale construction only emerged when humans settled into permanent agricultural communities. However, Göbekli Tepe suggests that massive architectural projects could occur before agriculture. Some researchers propose that the effort required to build and maintain the site may have encouraged early forms of social organization and food production. An unusual feature of Göbekli Tepe is that it was deliberately buried. Thousands of tons of earth and rubble were used to cover the structures, preserving them for thousands of years. The reason behind this remains a mystery. In Turkey's Cappadocia region lies Derinkuyu, a massive underground settlement, carved into soft volcanic rock, extending to depths of about 85 meters. It could house thousands of people with sophisticated engineering. The underground city features 18 levels of tunnels, with complete infrastructure for extended habitation. This included living quarters, storage chambers, schools, markets, wineries, and even a church on the lowest level. It's estimated the city could house up to 20,000 people. The builders included a sophisticated ventilation system, with over 50 air shafts, to ensure fresh air circulation throughout the city. A deep well provided a reliable water source. The city's entrance doors were equipped with massive stone doors weighing over half a ton, operable only from inside. The design shows that security was a major concern for its inhabitants. Narrow tunnels forced intruders to move in single file, making it easier for defenders to control entry points. The city's ability to be sealed from within suggests its residents faced significant external threats. Some historians attribute its construction to the 8th century BCE, while others believe the Hittites, who controlled parts of Anatolia about 3,000 years ago, were responsible. However, some researchers propose a much earlier date, suggesting Derinkuyu could be over 10,000 years old. In Lebanon stands the city of Baalbek, featuring some of the heaviest building blocks ever used in construction. The site has been inhabited for thousands of years, with evidence of human activity dating back at least 9,000 years to the Neolithic period. The Romans built the most extensive constructions at Baalbek, creating grand temples atop existing structures. These structures are built from massive limestone blocks, some weighing over 1,000 tons. The largest, known as the Trilithon, is approximately 20 meters long, 4 meters high, and weighs about 1,200 tons. In a nearby ancient quarry lie even larger monoliths. The most famous is called the Stone of the Pregnant Woman. This massive block, still partially connected to the bedrock, weighs approximately 1,650 tons. In 2014, archaeologists discovered an even larger stone beneath it with an estimated weight of over 1,800 tons. These are among the largest worked stones ever quarried by human hands. The construction techniques used to transport and position these blocks remain unknown. No ancient records explain how they were moved, and no remains of lifting equipment have been found. Off Japan's Yonaguni Island, in 1986, a diver discovered massive stone structures underwater. These formations featured sharp edges, straight lines, and characteristics resembling terraces, steps, and a central plaza to some observers. Japanese marine geologist Masaaki Kimura led a team to study the site. He found what he considered evidence of human craftsmanship: quarry marks, possible carvings, and pathways that seemed to deliberate to have formed naturally. Based on these observations, he suggested that Yonaguni was once a constructed environment, built by an early civilization and later submerged by rising sea levels. However, not all experts agree. Some geologists, including Robert Schoch, argue that the Yonaguni monument is a natural rock formation shaped by thousands of years of erosion and seismic activity. They suggest that what appear to be human-made structures are simply natural fractures in the rock. The most interesting question for scientists about this monument is its age. According to Kimura, these features suggest Yonaguni's construction occurred when the area was above sea level, placing it at least 10,000 years ago, when the last ice age ended. In Tibetan Buddhist texts, Shambhala is described as a mystical place of wisdom, peace, and enlightenment hidden deep in the Himalayas. Unlike the great cities built by ancient civilizations, it is portrayed as a spiritual paradise accessible only to those who have achieved a certain level of purity and understanding. According to these texts, Shambhala is ruled by a line of wise kings who protect hidden knowledge, said to guide humanity in times of crisis. The Kalachakra Tantra provides the most detailed description of Shambhala, portraying it as a prosperous land with gleaming temples, golden palaces, and vast gardens. The city is organized in concentric circles, like the mandalas used in Buddhist meditation, symbolizing harmony and cosmic balance. At its center stands the ruling king's magnificent palace, surrounded by brilliant structures made of precious materials. According to prophecy, a time will come when the world will be plunged into widespread chaos. At this time, Shambhala's final ruler, known as the King of Kalki, will appear with a vast army to defeat the forces of darkness and restore balance. Though this legend remains a matter of belief rather than history, many explorers and scholars have been engaged in searching for its real version. Some have connected Shambhala to lost valleys in the Himalayas, while others have drawn parallels with Agartha. Agartha is described as a vast underground civilization connected by complex tunnel networks, stretching beneath continents. Unlike Shambhala, Agartha is presented as a more material place, a hidden society, preserving ancient knowledge. Between 1938 and 1939, the Nazis organized an official expedition to Tibet. This mission was led by scientist and explorer Ernst Schwer and conducted under orders from Heinrich Himmler, one of the Third Reich's most influential figures. The Nazi leadership was deeply interested in ancient traditions and believed that ancient knowledge could provide insights into Aryan origins and supposed superiority. Schwer's team traveled through the harsh landscapes of the Himalayas, documenting Tibetan customs and collecting artifacts. Beyond their official anthropological studies, some believed the Nazis were searching for something more mysterious, a hidden source of ancient knowledge. Some accounts suggest they attempted to reach Shambhala, while theories about these ancient cities remain controversial, whether real sites like Göbekli Tepe or imaginary places like Atlantis. Many scholars remain skeptical. Their argument is straightforward: none of these sites provide solid evidence of earlier advanced civilizations. According to mainstream archaeology, there's no solid evidence supporting the existence of highly developed societies before Mesopotamia or Egypt. Their strongest argument is the absence of written records. Throughout history, known civilizations have left some form of documentation. Another major argument focuses on population continuity. Civilizations don't suddenly disappear without trace. When great empires fall, their people survive and spread their culture, traditions, and knowledge. However, some scientists argue that natural disasters could explain why no evidence of such civilizations has survived. Earth's history is filled with catastrophic events that could have wiped out entire populations. Possibilities include sudden melting of ice sheets causing rapid sea level rise, volcanic eruptions, changes in Earth's magnetic field, polar shifts, or major earthquakes and tsunamis that devastated entire regions. Modern technology is helping scientists bridge the gap between speculation and evidence. With tools like LiDAR scanning, satellite imagery, and ground-penetrating radar, researchers are uncovering hidden civilizations beneath forests, deserts, and even ice sheets. One of the most significant advances has come from LIDAR, a remote sensing technique that uses laser pulses to map terrain hidden beneath dense vegetation. For decades, archaeologists believed the Amazon rainforest was pristine wilderness incapable of supporting large organized societies. However, LiDAR scans have proven this theory wrong. In Ecuador's Apano Valley, researchers identified an ancient urban landscape buried beneath centuries of forest growth. The scans revealed 6,000 rectangular platforms, extensive road networks, and complex irrigation systems, clear signs of advanced urban planning. Similar discoveries in Bolivia's Llanos de Moxos revealed networks of lost cities with pyramidal structures, defensive walls, and elevated pathways connecting various settlements, proving that large-scale urban centers existed deep in the Amazon. While lasers are revealing ancient cities in forests, satellite imaging is uncovering buried structures beneath vast deserts and icy landscapes in Egypt and the Sahara. Declassified satellite images have revealed geometric structures beneath sand that may be remains of lost pyramids or temples. In Central Asia, similar patterns have been identified where satellite scans of Kazakhstan and Mongolia have revealed massive earthworks and strange markings visible only from above, suggesting the presence of large-scale civilizations that flourished before written history. At White Sands National Park in New Mexico, scientists discovered fossilized human footprints 23,000 years old. This discovery challenges mainstream archaeology, which previously estimated that humans didn't reach the Americas until at least 13,000 years ago. If these footprints are truly that old, it means humans were living in North America during the last ice age several thousand years earlier than previously believed. While new discoveries continue to change our understanding of the past, the true nature of lost civilizations remains a historical mystery without solid evidence. Although theories about Atlantis and other lost civilizations persist, current archaeological evidence doesn't support their existence. Nevertheless, the search for answers hasn't ended. Exploring these possibilities encourages us to question, investigate, and remain open to yet undiscovered aspects of history. History isn't a fixed collection of facts, but a living puzzle where each new discovery can rewrite our understanding of the past. And perhaps, somewhere in ocean depths, beneath ice sheets, or in unexplored corners of Earth, the greatest secrets of human civilization still await their moment of revelation.